Frightening moments in Santee this morning after a large truck went careening down a hill, smashing into a family's home. Thankfully, they weren't inside at the time. 10 News anchor Brian Schlonsky is there now live. And Brian, they won't be staying at that house tonight.
Yeah, Kimberly, that's right. Not staying here tonight because the house is still in pretty rough shape. But if you look here over my shoulder, crews spent the afternoon gutting it and then installing these support beams right out front. They're pretty confident it'll hold. There are people inside right now, but earlier this afternoon, while they waited to pull the truck out, a lot of people stood by anxiously watching, not knowing if the house would collapse. The large truck towed out of the front of this Santee home while dozens of people looked on. One of them, Richard Braun, the man who's owned this place for 40 years.
I'm shocked, to be honest with you, that something like this would happen.
Santee fire crews say they're still trying to figure out exactly how this happened, but the driver of the truck told people on the scene that there was an issue with the brakes. Braun's tenants, a family with small children, thankfully, they weren't home.
That's unspeakable, really, at this point. I'm just very grateful it didn't happen that way. That would have been a total disaster.
As it was, the truck went through the front of the house and came to rest in one of the kids' bedrooms. Braun volunteering at a local hospital when he got the call to rush over.
When I got over here and saw that truck in there, I'm thinking, holy moly. I mean, that's a lot worse than I was thinking when I was coming over here.
The driver of the truck shaken but okay. He wouldn't talk on camera, but his story to neighbors may give some insight into his character. They say with the truck flying down the hill, he attempted to swerve into a tree to avoid the house, not knowing if anyone was inside. But had he hit the tree head on instead of clipping it, his own story could have ended much worse.
It's going to happen super fast before he could do anything, whether it's try to gear down or swerve or whatever. I'm just glad nobody was home.
Well, you see the work out here continuing this afternoon. Crews cleaning up inside. The family, they'll be staying with grandparents, at least in the short term. As for the homeowner, he says he spent the entire day talking to insurance companies, and right now he's hopeful the house won't be a total loss. Reporting live in Santee, Brian Schlonsky, 10 News.
That is kind of mysterious how that happened. Thank you, Brian.